first thing that people want to say, that people are thinking, but they don't maybe say out loud, or maybe they do say out loud, to me when I come out as queer, or maybe it happens when other people come out as gay, is, how do you have sex? That's what everyone's thinking, and they try to wrap their minds around it, and they can't. Well, I'm going to basically answer that question. How do I, a biological female, have sex with another biological female, right? Well, queer sex is different from heterosex. And I can say this to you because I've been there, because I've had heterosex, because I used to identify as a straight girl, so I've had heterosex before. Heterosex, certain things happen in a certain chronological order, and we know this from books, from movies, from porn. With queer sex, this isn't the case. There's no map. So every experience is a unique, co-created experience. You're making it up as you go along. That's a beautiful thing, and it's a creative thing, but it's also humbling, because you have to humble yourself enough to ask your partner, you know, what they call parts of their anatomy. You have to ask your partner, is it okay if I touch you here or there? Because especially with transgender people, some of them, or some of us, some of us might have body dysphoria, and we don't want some of our body parts to be touched, or we want them to be touched a certain way. For instance, a bio female might want to be touched on the chest in the same way you would touch a guy, because they are a guy, they identify as a guy. So you have to be able to ask, and you have to be able to ask, you know, how do I touch you? How do I please you? Now, it's my opinion that ideally heterosex would be this way too. It's just my experience that it's not. So heterosex, even though you might have a bio male and a bio female, you could theoretically have queer sex between those two if you have the same mindset, the same humility, the same openness to learn, and the same openness to have a co-created, unique experience between the two. Queer sex can be scary to some, but it's scary in the same way that stepping across the threshold into a new universe of possibilities is scary. You see, it's exciting scary. Queer sex is the openness to full intimacy with another being.